Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Monday, October 7th, 2019. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I know the end of the 2019 contest season is in sight now, but if you believe the rumors, comeback season might be rolling around sooner than later for Jeremy Buendia. Recently, the four-time men's physique Olympia champ's name started to gain some traction in the news after he made a few hints at a potential comeback on social media. The fact that Jeremy's still so young and that he's never backed off from training makes me think that he's at least considered the idea once or twice. And if a fully rested JB decides to take a run at Ray Edmonds and the title next year, we could be in for one hell of a battle. Speaking of comebacks, have any of you guys seen Cyd Gillon lately? Over the weekend, a new clip surfaced of Kai blasting out a shoulder workout. But it wasn't the fact that he was in the gym that was noteworthy. It was the fact that he looked every bit of a shredded 300 pounds that caught everyone's attention. Kai is bodybuilding's version of the Riddler, so you'll never get a straight answer from him about competing. But I'll be honest, a thought of 100% Cyd Gillon and a 100% Phil Heath going at it with Brandon Curry and Sean Roden in the mix next year is very interesting. And the fact that we could have 4 Mr. Olympias on stage at one time in that scenario just adds another layer to what would be the icing on the cake if you're a bodybuilding nerd like me. Anyone who's ever put their hard hat on for leg day knows what it feels like to be completely wrecked after that last set is over. And based on the way he was rolling around in this video, I'd say that Terrence Ruffin knows that feeling all too well. A few days ago, Rough Diesel had a rough time in the leg press that left him begging the Iron Gods for mercy in a pool of sweat on the gym floor. Again, which must mean that Operation 2020 Takeover is officially underway now. This guy is one of the smoothest talents in the classic physique division, so if he comes back with another 7 to 10 pounds of quality muscle, that could be a game changer for him next season. Every single year without fail, someone new jumps onto the scene in the bikini division who ends up being a top 10 Olympia finisher. And this season, that someone was Brazilian sensation Etila Santiago. A little more than a month removed from her top 8 finish, Etila's already back in the lab trying to make improvements for next season. And the few times we saw her, Etila was really impressive in a division that is loaded with killers everywhere you look. But if she likes how it feels at the top of the mountain, she better not slow down if she wants to stay there. Do you know how in video games there's always that one super mega big boss that you have to beat when you get to the last level? Well, in figure, Cyd Gillon is that boss. And so far, she's undefeated. Over the weekend, the 3-time world champ released her first post-Olympia training clip. And as far as I can tell, she doesn't seem like she has any plans of slowing down. I look at Sydney's 3-year run as the best stretch that any athlete in the division ever had. She's been dominant against the highest level of competition of all time, and she's done it consistently now across multiple shows in the year, not just the Olympia. I know Nicole Wilkins has 4 Olympias, but if Sydney wins the Arnold again in March, and I say that makes her the best of all time, then whatever only happens from that point on is money in the bank as far as her legacy is concerned. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.